Every legend has a rival. Every legend has a rival. Every legend has a rival. And this one is different.
Ladies and gentlemen, broadcast live to you and yours. It's Mr. X to the Z exhibit. Yeah, bouncing. Come on. The first day of the rest of my life. X stand behind the mic like Walter Cronkite. Y'all keep the spotlight. I'm keeping my rhymes tight. Lose sight of what you believe and call it a night. This ain't the lightweight cake mix that you used to. Territory you just can't shoot through. You gon' shoot who? Not even on your best day. Rolling the Wild West way, giving it up.
Today, we're going to be using advanced statistics and technologies to find who exactly CashNasty resembles in an NBA environment. And what better way to start off than looking at where CashNasty takes his shots. And at first glance, it looks simple, but there is some incredibly important parts about this graph. For example, CashNasty takes almost half of his shots at the 3-point line alone. That is rare, and in an NBA environment, that's going to be hard to find a comparison. It's doable though. And on the other hand, CashNasty takes 47% of his shots in the post, which shows such a split between the mid-range area, in which he only takes 4% of his shots. That is incredibly low. Now we're going to be looking at 3-point percentages, and we have FlightReacts and CashNasty, as you can see, labeled in color, and we're comparing them to some other randomly sampled influencers. And we'll start with 2021 and show the animation of how their 3-point percentage progresses. So it starts here with CashNasty hovering around, the top 3 worst, but suddenly he jumps, and there is a massive jump that is just crazy. I mean, CashNasty is now the best 3-point shooter out of multiple influencers. That is crazy. And FlightReacts literally stayed on the bottom of that list for his entire career, for the entire decade even. Next, we're going to be comparing CashNasty to FlightReacts in 10 games, so 5 games each, to find how good CashNasty is on defense. And defensive efficiency is the statistic we're going to be using, or a defender's ability to disrupt and contest a player using multiple variations in defensive statistics. And we're going to be measuring this 0 through 100, 0 being a bad defensive performance and 100 being a good defensive performance. Using this statistic alone, FlightReacts dominates CashNasty when it comes to defense. But something's off. Every time CashNasty or FlightReacts plays, no matter who the opponent is, they get tired very quickly. So what if I removed the effect of fatigue and looked at how defensive efficiency changes when only looking at the first 10 possessions of each game? And when fatigue is factored out of it, this is what the graph looks like. CashNasty sees a whopping 11% improvement, and FlightReacts sees a 3% increase, putting Cash at a dead tie with FlightReacts at the top of the list of the best defensive influencers. But that's only when fatigue is not part of the question. Based off stats alone, CashNasty excels in 3-point shooting, has solid defense, and is good at post scoring, or at least has a good amount of shots taken from there, showing he's confident. On the other hand, Cash has a weak mid-range game, making him less of an all-around scorer, and a lack of stamina, making him inconsistent in stats like defense. Alright, so now we're going to be using animations to find just what CashNasty is good and bad at beyond the statistics. And if we just import the characters, this is CashNasty, as you can see, line up with the frame, and here is FlightReacts, and as you can see, he can also line up with the frame on screen. The results show that CashNasty has explosive jumps, fluid change of pace, and upper body stability. On the other hand, CashNasty has little hip mobility, lack of foot flexibility, and weak change of direction. After taking the results from CashNasty and trying to compare it to any NBA player from the 1950s all the way to current times, we found the perfect NBA player, and it will shock you.
As long as LeBron James on that float, he's in fucking control. The motherfucking king is here, guys.
Yeah, I had to double check at least 10 times because I didn't believe it. But each time it led back to LeBron James on the Lakers. That's a B-, a B+, a B, an A, and a C-. And it kind of makes sense. I mean, after loving someone for so long, it's almost like you embrace part of who they are. And CashNasty had the same thing happen to him. The way he moves, the way he shoots, what he does, it's all like LeBron James. And comparing him to Prime Bron gets pretty good results too, just not as good. Now sure, in a 5v5 environment where things like passing and IQ are involved, these results may have been a little different, but at the same time, you can't discount the fact that the statistics and the animations used in this video connect only to LeBron James more than anyone else.
Lucas.
And with that being said, maybe CashNasty is more legendary than we thought. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe.